So hello everyone, my name is Diana. Welcome to my channel. So I haven't uploaded many videos to this channel lately, and a lot has changed in my life since I took TOPIK test. First, about the topic 1 test, I took it on July 14th this summer. To prepare, I gave myself 25 days study challenge, and I documented the process on this channel. And the result made me so happy. I scored 188 out of 200, and I achieved level 2nd. So, second group. It was my first time I worked so hard on something and saw great result. Before this, no matter what I tried, no matter what I did, it didn't really pay off. But this time my hard work paid off, and I'm so happy because it was my first achievement. With this result, I got motivated to keep going, and so I registered for topic 2 exam scheduled for October. However, I didn't have enough time to prepare because for the first time of my life, I got official job. Yes. I urgently needed the money to pay for my university tuition. Before this time, my parents usually covered the fees, but this year they couldn't. I'll explain you why in the future videos. I found a high-paying job as a steward at a 5-star hotel in Almaty. My job was to take care of cleanliness in the hotel restaurant's kitchen. I started at the end of July and worked during the day throughout August. So at the end of August, my university classes began, but I still needed money. So I kept working. Balancing work and studies was really hard for me. I barely had time to sleep. On top of that, my classes were intense. 6 days a week, 6 hours a day. My grades and learning outcomes during the first midterm weren't great. And after paying 50% of my tuition, I decided to quit the job. The people I worked with were amazing, and I made some great friends, and many of whom I'm still in touch with. The experience made me more confident and helped me overcome some of my insecurities. In October and early November, I focused entirely on my university study. My GPA always been between 3.7 and 3.8, but it dropped while I was working. Thankfully, I managed to improve it before exams, and I did well in my exams, but I stopped learning Korean and wasn't prepared for topic 2 test in October, so I couldn't take it. Yes. After exams, I began my pedagogical internship. I am currently teaching English to 7th grade students, and the pedagogical internship started on October 4th, and I was so happy to see my former students because I did my pedagogical internship at this school last year. However, my social circle became smaller. I barely saw my friends, and I had no one to share with my thoughts and feelings with. This sudden change made me feel down, and I couldn't adjust to the situation. Last week, I felt terrible. I lost my motivation and I couldn't move forward. So I can say that I felt stuck, really. Every day I felt the same and I had no energy to do anything. At the start of this week, I posted a YouTube short saying something interesting is coming. And now I will tell you what it is. Last weekend, after leaving school late, I didn't want to go home, so I went to the library. I had my daily journal with me and I started reading. I just started reading my past entires from early summer. I got a brilliant idea to restart the challenge in summer. This time it will last until I began the challenge on November 17th and it will last 45 days. My goal is to level up different aspects of my life, and like last time, I will post weekly video updates instead of daily ones. So here is how my first week went.
I worked out 4 days this week. The main reason I missed 3 days was unavoidable. My workouts were mostly Pilates with some yoga in between. A month ago, I started reading Willpower, but had barely reached the halfway point. This week, I finished it. The book gave me insights on staying consistent and building stronger self-discipline. Like exercising, I managed to wake up early 4 days this week. Waking up early really helps me get more done. It was especially helpful this week as I prepared for an open lesson as part of my pedagogical internship. Open lessons are always a big deal because they require extra preparation and effort to make them engaging and effective. The topic of my lesson was traveling in the airport, which turned out to be quite exciting and inspiring to work on. Since the subject was relatable and practical, it was easy to find plenty of interesting materials, visuals, and activities to incorporate into the lesson. Thankfully, I had a close friend who helped me brainstorm and finalize the activities. His support made me a huge difference in shaping the lesson and ensuring it was well organized and captivating. When the day of the lesson arrived, I was both excited and nervous. To my relief, everything went smoothly and students participated enthusiastically. They seemed to really enjoy the lesson, especially the interactive parts like acting out scenarios at the airport or sharing their own travel experiences. And seeing the students engage and have fun while learning was incredibly rewarding for me.
Oh my god, what's going on? What is here?
What is it? Человек-паук!
Spider-Man?
So as you can see, this week I focused on these three areas, and next week I will add learning Korean and improving my English skills better to the list. I'm determined to complete this challenge, so wish me luck. And now, thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and also you can share with your thoughts about my challenge in comments. And if you'd like, you can join me. Bye.